Could this be the best WWE King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring tournaments ever? It's off to a hot start. We're going to talk about the start it's off to in just a second. But what's up, people? My name's Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will. I'm alongside my co-host for the E, and Arfie.
Yeah. I too. Yeah, this might be the best. This might be the best King of the Ring, setting up for one of the best. I say best Cody matches. If we do get this, if you do get the plan I've got in my head, Cody matches, okay. Best card matches in Cody's reign. But yeah, yes. See what happens, man. I'm proper gas for. I watched Raw last night, and a lot of things happened, a lot of setups there. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good.
The whole bracket was revealed. There are 8 competitors on the
Raw and SmackDown
side, and then 8 competitors on the SmackDown side of things. And yeah, I just feel like we haven't had a tournament this big for a long time in the WWE, just in terms of the amount of people in the tournament. I could be wrong, but even still, the name value of the people that's in the tournament is, I guess, what's exciting people about this, because usually their tournaments are just mid-carders, tend to be just like mid-carders and stuff. So, we've got some great names in here, and if we just want to have a look at what the show opened up with, I believe the first action on the show was Finn Balor versus Jey Uso. Jey Uso, who replaced McIntyre because McIntyre was injured, not medically cleared. What's your thoughts on this?
Do you know, Mex? I want to come clear. I'm going to say something to you. Do you know, it's the Jey Uso thing. The Jey Uso stuff we said on the stream. Yeah, I can't lie. I might have to backtrack. I don't know if I said anything mad then, but I can't lie. Jey Uso is doing the right thing.
Okay, and I'll tell you why. What do you think you said, and what are you backtracking on? What you said then, and what do you think your stance is now?
I think I agreed on the fact that what is his character, what is he doing? Is he ever going to be a main event star? Vice versa. Is he actually going to live up to his name? Vice versa. And I think he's doing the right thing in terms of what a wrestler, in terms of what people in his family have done, in terms of what. I'm not comparing to anything. Don't get this twisted. But the Hulk Hogan's, the Stone Colds, the Rocks, these man had a limited moveset. Their moveset wasn't busting like that in the WWE. But it's the fan reaction, it's the crowd, it's whatever is what draws them in. And obviously, at one point they were low, and after eventually they got themselves up there. So I feel like Jey is doing the right thing in terms of cultivating the crowd, getting the crowd hype, and just, having these, not say bog standard matches, but these standard matches, which eventually one day will project him to this level of main event that we want. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he's heading to, and I think he's doing the right thing. The match we saw with Finn Balor yesterday.
Go on. I'll speak after.
Oh shit! Okay, the match you saw Finn Balor yesterday was decent match. It was a calm match. I didn't expect him to win. I did not expect him to win, but obviously he got through, and I can't lie, brother. He's having Dragunov the next round. It's got to be peak. I saw a screenshot of Dragunov, and I don't know if I can show on the screen, but can I show on the screen?
You can try, yeah.
Let me show the screen, because the picture I saw of Dragunov. How do you do that again? You just put the picture up, right? But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll show the picture whilst I'm talking.
Yeah, so just on that point, I think Dragunov and Jey Uso next week is gonna be flames. Like, it's not easy to predict which way that's gonna go. Obviously Jey Uso is massive momentum right now. Lots of crowd swell, lots of people backing him, and Dragunov, he just had this fire match that we'll talk about in a second, and he's gonna want a good showing as well.
Yeah.
And there's the temptation, if all works well in terms of the brackets, you could get a Raw final of Gunther versus Dragunov, which they've never done on main roster before. So it's hard to look past Dragunov, but if there's anyone to beat Dragunov in his current form, it is Jey Uso.
Yeah.
I don't know how people will feel if Jey Uso goes on to beat Dragunov. That's another question, but we'll see.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But I'll tell you what, Mr. Moment, I'm here for it. I'm joking. I'm not here for it. I already see Dragunov as one of the guys in the main event. I'm in the final of this King of the Ring. It's gonna be. I think it'll be a great match, but I think it'll be a match of like, you know, Dragunov does this thing of always respect. So we're gonna beat him up, then respect him after. Then after Jey Uso, we're gonna do his own thing. Or maybe we see Drew McIntyre come in and mess up the match as he wanted to do against Finn Balor. But that match is scary. I feel sad for Jey.
Yeah, it's gonna be very mad. And even if, you know, Jey does come out on top, this is definitely gonna be like a test, which I don't think Jey has had before physically.
Yeah.
Did Jey in the last couple of months, he faced Gunther?
Actually, he did face Gunther.
Yeah.
He did face Gunther, and it was one of his best matches he's had in a while since then.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
But
yeah, Gunther, I think Gunther. I think Gunther, if he had a good match with him, I think this is the one person, Dragunov, that is more intense than Gunther is. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday. That will surely be the main event on the show. Did you find your picture?
Yeah, I'm sending you now on WhatsApp. I can't really post. I don't know if I can post up on here, but I'll send you on WhatsApp. So this is the man that they want Jey Uso to wrestle, yeah? Good luck. Look at him. Look at the guy. Look at him.
Let me see. I can put that on the screen. Let's see. No, like he is definitely something in it. Like,
bro, I feel like he's really like Joe that is coming and he's fully like he's lived. We got Collar yesterday. I don't even know where. Look at him. Look at this guy. This is the guy they want to wrestle. This guy is the guy that they want to wrestle Jey Uso. It is long. It's long for him.
It's very long.
Veins from places that you never see veins before, bro. Pause. But yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
Nah, he is definitely something, Mr. Dragunov. But look, I think if this is, and you go back to the Jey Uso conversation, obviously, this is now where you can start to make a Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Yeet is all well and good. This thing right here, it's all well and good. They've even come and added Bray Wyatt Fireflies now and turning out the lights when he does it. Brilliant. Looks amazing. But at the end of the day, like if he's not getting big wins, it's fine. And like you rightly said, there's people that have been of a lesser ability than Jey Uso that come along with their catchphrases, get that crowd reaction. They have 5 moves and they know how to put the moves together. But that might be the one thing that Jey Uso's missing. Does he put a match together well? He didn't put a match together well with his own flesh and blood. And man can say that, you know, yeah, the time was cut. That's cool. But bro, you and Jimmy have had this match a million times in your living room. That match should have been a masterpiece. Jey versus Jimmy. And it was far from.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the only dead match I've seen Jey been in since he's gone solo. I haven't seen every other match he's had has been calm. That was a shit match.
Every other match has been, it's been good to okay. Like I wouldn't say like I'm blown away by any Jey Uso match. But like I like the energy. I like Jey Uso. I like Jey Uso a lot, and I really want him to make something of all of this. Yeah, but I'm not going to buy into just, you know, I'm not buying into Yeet. I'm not, like, I'm sorry. So I need more, and I think it's just a case of maybe giving him, if this is going to be his moveset, cool. Maybe he needs to learn how to tell a story better in the ring with those moves he has, or maybe he just needs to win big, important matches. Dragunov is a big, important match.
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like WWE definitely need to drive that in, maybe through Vignette on SmackDown, where it's like, this is Jey Uso's biggest opportunity. He's never got this far. He's facing off of a mad a mad dragon. And if you know who you know how it is, they drive that in. Maybe they'll do it through commentary, but I feel like that needs to be like proper. Like, wow, can he do this?
Yeah.
Can he top the odds? You know what I mean? So
there's an element of him definitely needing to, like, I can't see now an opportunity where or a land where basically he doesn't get to this final. I'm sure the temptation is to, you know, get him to Saudi Arabia so everyone in Saudi Arabia can flash their flashlights as well and start yeeting and everything like that. Like, that means though he has to beat Dragunov, and it means he has to beat Gunther.
That's scary.
It's very scary, but this is the kind of thing and the kind of run, especially for me, that now gives everything else meaning. Because it needs to stop. I want to call him main event Jey Uso, but my brother, he is not a main eventer just because they put him in the main event. Because although everything looks good, you can't lie. Does he give you main event vibes? Because if I start telling you to list main eventers, you're not going to name Jey Uso. You see what I mean? So I want him to be there, though.
Yeah. I
love this guy. I want him to be there, but I'm just not gonna buy into it. Like, I'm not gonna allow him. You know, when you're taking penalties in the garden with your kid,
you
jump to the other side to allow them to score. I'm
not gonna lie. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna David Seaman. I'm gonna save the show.
I'm gonna save it, bro. You have to learn the hard way. Like, honestly. They let him get to this stage, but let it be deserved, man. He has to beat Dragunov. He has to beat Gunther. Then we can start talking about main event.
And I obviously shout out Lino before we go into this.
Private investor. Big up Lino.
Private investor, bro. Big up you, bro. Cool. There's I just saw a good comment from Ibrahim Yusuf Omar. Big up you. I haven't seen you come on a stream before, but yeah, big up, man.
He's a regular. He's a regular still.
Oh, really? That's my first time seeing him. Oh, cool. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. He said Jey Uso making it to the final to face Tama Tonga at the PLE could be an option to kickstart the bloodline feud. Cool. I think I could be sick. I think I could be sick, but I don't know how believable that is in terms of Tama Tonga has to wrestle. I don't know.
Lashley first round.
Bobby Lashley first round, then eventually meet AJ Styles.
You know, the thing is, they could easily do this, like exactly what Ibrahim's saying. I don't know if they should use another tournament to push forward the bloodline stuff. We don't, like, something that we saw in the weekend at Backlash, just walking backstage, they've bumped into Jey Uso, they're making it uncomfortable for my man. Let's not take someone else's opportunity now in this King of the Ring stuff, you know, whether it's a Gunther's opportunity or an AJ Styles opportunity, to now make this about the bloodline again. We've already consumed the titles of the previous years with the bloodline stuff. To now come and make it in a tournament, I think that might start to upset people. But as a good place to kind of motivate the story, I don't think it's a bad place, but I don't think everyone be for it, like the fans and stuff.
Yeah. I think you can just confuse a lot of things as well. You're just sacrificing such a great tournament for that. I feel like this tournament should be a tournament where that one person wins and that goes on like a, basically, you know who's next. He's the next person in it to take over. So that's why I'm more inclined to seeing Ilya win, Gunther win, or Jay winning without no sort of like, do you get what I mean? No sort of
interference or something.
Yeah. Or even LA Knight.
Yeah. This is the thing. I would want to see Ilya go on a little run. That means obviously he beats Jay. I'd like to see Gunther win the whole thing. That obviously means he would beat Jay if he came up against him. But then at the same time, this is the conundrum. It doesn't make Jay main event then.
It doesn't. You're right.
This is what's missing from his CV. He's lost a world title match to Roman. He's lost a world title match to Damian. What else did he lose? He had an intercontinental title match, the one against Gunther that we spoke about. His 3 big singles matches in the last 6 to 9 months, he's lost every single one of them.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
So I've just thought of it. I just had the thought in my head. Jay, main event Jay, and the Jey Uso we got now, which is Yeet Jay, I'm just gathering thoughts. They're two different people.
Did they still call him main event Jay? They still call
That's
him
the
main
thing.
event Jay.
They still call him that, but realistically, if we go back in time and look at the bloodline stuff, Jey Uso and main event Jay were two different people. Main event Jey Uso was the guy that's under Roman Reigns. That's like he's like the assassin, the mash man. He'll do anything for Roman Reigns. That's why I'm like, that's the guy I want to see come back.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Go on.
How did we even get to main event Jay as a name? Because wasn't he just like the right hand man? Like,
so Roman crowned him that. I think Roman coined that name because I think he wanted. I think he was like,
yeah, you're right.
He was like, you are this guy, you are that guy, and this is main event Jay. He's going to be main event one day. I don't think it's like main event one day.
Yeah,
that's I think wrong.
I think it's because of the stuff they were doing during the pandemic when they were main eventing and they were doing tag matches together, and he had elevated. Jimmy was injured, so possibly that's how it came. But I guess the Yeet Jey Uso's a evolution of main event Jay.
Yeah.
But the energy's there. Like I saw someone post something, I think it was today or maybe it was yesterday, of his entrance and saying that this man should be a champion already.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, yes, in theory, it's like if you read the book, yes, you should pass the test. But if you can't apply it, then you won't pass the test. You see what I mean? Like, and that's all it is right now. It's like theory. You go to do a driving test and turn left, turn right, hazard perception, you're clicking. It doesn't mean you can get in a car and drive it, bro.
No,
you see what I mean?
It doesn't.
And I think that's just where we are with him at the minute.
Yeah. So I don't know. It could be either one of them, and I feel like for me personally, I don't know about you. For me personally, this is Gunther's. I'm convinced now after speaking to Felix, after speaking to you guys back and forth on podcasts and stuff. I think this might be Gunther's tournament.
Yeah,
it might be Gunther's tournament for sure. And I think this is what's going to be the layup for Gunther beating Cody Rhodes for the title. This is the layup for it. I believe so.
I really do think that they're gonna go. They're gonna invest in Gunther very strong. I think we're looking at a Gunther winning King of the Ring. I think we're looking at Gunther winning Royal Rumble, and then he wins at WrestleMania. I think that's the kind of trajectory he's on.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think just asked. Actually, I'll go through a few of the comments. Navy said, I personally see Gunther versus Styles in the final. So we're getting that too early, bruv.
In what way? Why do you think that?
I mean, we're getting Gunther and Dragunov too early, bruv.
Oh, yeah. So this is what makes me think Jey Uso is gonna win.
Oh, this is dumb.
Because I don't think we should. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the match regardless, but I don't think we should have the first main roster encounter of Dragunov and Gunther just on TV as a final before the actual pay-per-view. If they had done like Gunther was on SmackDown or Dragunov was on SmackDown and then they both meet at Saudi Arabia in the final, then cool. But I can't see Triple H wanting to effectively just spunk that match on just a Raw sort of thing.
No.
You could really do something special with it.
Absolutely.
And like many are predicting, if this is going to be the beginning of them meeting on the main roster and maybe Gunther converting Dragunov into another Imperium member, like you want some level of story or something maybe going into it, which this could be the beginning for. But I just think it's just give Jey Uso the win. He probably needs it more at this stage.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be not to be.
I hate to say that as like it's a charity matter. Like, give the win. Jey Uso needs to prove himself. He needs to beat up Dragunov. He needs to beat him up.
I think Dragunov can probably get a pin by, I don't know, let's say Drew McIntyre comes and fucks it over for him or does something and it confuses Dragunov. You know how emotional Dragunov is. But what are you doing here? What are you doing? He's grips me face and doing this sort of stuff. Before you know, Jey gives a super kick, gives a spear, done. I think that's where it's gonna go. But that was
even that. Jey doesn't need any crooked wins. Jey needs to learn. He needs to win.
Win.
Because the last big win he had was the one that made him #1 contender, and CM Punk came and got involved,
No,
held
yeah,
Drew
yeah.
McIntyre's leg when he was
Yeah.
going to get a Claymore. So, yeah, we need to kind of give him some just clean wins and show
No, but
him.
then again, if he beats Ilya clean, that's scary.
Yeah, but that's you're my main event, bro.
It's true. It's true.
You're calling him main event. He needs to start scalping guys, bro.
Yeah,
He's the number one pick, the number one draft pick on Raw. Yeah. He's the number one top baby face, at least right now, where CM Punk is, inactive. Rollins is inactive. He is the top guy overall. That's what and I mean, let's be honest, he's not carrying the belt, but he's the top guy over Damian Priest.
Yeah.
So why does he need help to win matches? He has to start like putting people away on his own, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
maybe this is the match where we see. I'm just pointing out there. Maybe this is the match where we see a different Jey Uso, because he's gonna have to attack this match differently. We know how Dragunov is. Dragunov's very hard hitting. He's very fast, very agile. Does a lot of stuff in the ring. But maybe this is a match where Jey Uso comes out and he adds a little extra to his moveset. He's doing stuff you never seen before. Submissions, even German suplex, even scoop slam. I don't know. He does shit. You're like, wait, what? Jey Uso had this in his bag. I think this should be the match for it. This should be the match.
It has to be. This actually has to be. Because otherwise, and it's just the way that WWE frame things for us, the viewers, you're going to have someone that just came up from NXT beat someone that you're calling main event.
Yeah.
And we know Dragunov is an elite wrestler, just fantastic at everything he does. But I'm sorry, Dragunov, you have to look up at the lights on Monday night, because if we're really on a mission with this Jey Uso, this should be an easy 1, 2, 3, really. So we'll see. We'll see. I think they need to do it. He needs big wins, man. Fireflies and raising your hand up and down.
Packaging needs to make sense, bruv, to what's happening there, bruv. So
right now, he's a flipping Selfridge's bag with a Primark V-neck t-shirt inside, bruv.
Or even a bottle of water. Inside, bruv. Yeah,
literally,
Navy also said Tama Tonga's bag is way deeper.
Yes. Yeah, Tama Tonga's gonna have a good run. Just looking at the thing. Let me save this and get this on the screen for you guys.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've got a screen here, but I can send you the screenshot.
I got it. I'm just putting it in here now, so you guys can see it. Oh, Buzz, it's not gonna let me put it on. It's not gonna let me put it on. Sorry, guys. But
get a screenshot. Send a screenshot.
Yeah. If you send me a screenshot. But Tama Tonga has Bobby Lashley first round, which is even for him, which I expect Tama Tonga to win, because obviously he's on a bit of a run right now as well. Like a good competitor. I would like to see Bobby Lashley do better in this tournament.
Yeah.
I can't see it. So it's important for Tama Tonga to keep going. I don't know who's gonna stop him though. That's the only thing.
Sorry, say that again.
Who's gonna stop Tama Tonga? Because if he progresses past Bobby Lashley, he's got LA Knight or Escobar in the next round.
Okay, Ibrahim might be right. Unless we get to the semi-finals and it's Tama Tonga versus Jey Uso.
They can't meet each other until the final.
Really?
King of the Ring. Yeah, they can't meet each other until the final.
So
there's the Raw side of things, and then there's the SmackDown side of things.
Oh, he has to be to the final. Oh shit! Yeah, I read that wrong. I seen the brackets, by the way. I read that wrong.
I'm just putting it on now.
Oh, them in the final, nah, man. He's probably gonna lose to LA Knight.
So let's see these brackets. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna be very angry if Tama Tonga loses to LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think that's dead.
That's tight, man.
It is. But I mean, this is a good thing about a tournament. It should be fun. It should be unpredictable sort of thing. AJ Styles beating Tama Tonga. I can see AJ Styles and Tama Tonga as the SmackDown final. the
Yeah.
SmackDown final before we get to the pay-per-view.
Mm.
And obviously they have Bullet Club history, so that could be a good little wrinkle. But yeah, I mean, this is a unpredictable tournament, to be honest.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, I understand. But how it goes. What about the women's one? What do you think of the women's side of things?
The women's side of things, obviously, we saw what happened yesterday. Io Sky and Natalia put on a banger. That was great. It was nice, bro. That caught me by surprise. I don't know why. Maybe I doubted her. Lyra Valkyria, I didn't know she was gonna get through. She got through. It was a good showing for her. I feel like the NXT stars, obviously, we have to see how Baron Corbin gets on and Kamala Hayes, but
yeah,
the NXT stars are really like, I feel like they're getting a push, bro. Especially Zoe Stark.
I mean, they need to make them look good.
Mm.
Obviously, they need to make them look good, but Baron Corbin is the only one I'm thinking, well, if Carmelo Hayes beats you, then you're probably back to being Baron Corbin from the from the past sort of thing. Yeah. But the women's stuff was good. Lyra Valkyria versus was it Dakota Kai?
Dakota Kai, yeah. She sold that stomp for like sick. You see that?
Yeah. And then you had Natalia and Io Sky, like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, some very, very good matches. Who did Zoe Stark face?
Oh, she faced Ivy Now.
Ivy Now.
That match was decent.
That was a decent match as well.
Yeah, match was decent.
So Zoe Stark has progressed, Lyra Valkyrie has progressed, and Io Sky has progressed, which is good.
They haven't announced the rest of the brackets.
I think they might have.
So Shayna Baszler and Zelina Vega are doing. I think
that's Raw. That's on a live event. They're gonna do that on a live event.
Why?
I was talking about this earlier. The same with Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio. That's going to be on a live event. So I think they might be. Maybe they're trying to test if we put stuff on live events,
people will
make people come, because now these matches have stakes. So maybe they're doing some type of research like that. Who knows?
Do we get to see it?
They'll probably play clips within the Raw or SmackDown of, oh, this is what happened. Or show us the finish or something like that.
Give it to us on YouTube, man. Live stream that shit, man. But if you actually
to be fair, if they put the live event match on YouTube, I think that makes sense.
A day after is fine.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. But I prefer it rather than you doing like 5-minute matches to get everyone on Raw or everyone on SmackDown. Like this particular Raw benefited from, these matches weren't like 25 minutes, but good 12-13 minute matches to let people get in their stuff. And if they start putting every match on, then that 12-13 will turn into like 7 or 8 minutes, maybe less. So yeah, it's their way of spacing it out. Or if they were just smart, they could have just started this maybe a week earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the brand split stopped all of that.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember back in the day, what do you call it? Like King of the Ring, say King of the Ring 2000. I think it's one like Kurt Angle won. Correct me if I'm wrong. They had the semi-final on the King of the Ring and the final on King of the Ring.
Yeah, so they used to do this. I don't think there hasn't been any chat as to whether they're doing that this year.
No, they're not. They're doing it on Raw and SmackDown. They should do that this year.
Yeah. But that means that the pay-per-view will have like 7 or 8 matches. Triple H doesn't want 7 or 8 matches on a pay-per-view.
Five.
Exactly. So yeah, we've already got the men's King of the Ring final, the women's Queen of the Ring final, the Intercontinental Championship match between Sami, Chad, and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Cody probably
we have Becky and Liv announced right now. So we already have 4 matches announced now as it is. So yeah, Cody, like you're saying, might have a match added. Maybe Priest. That takes us to 6 matches.
Yeah,
that's probably it.
What about Bailey? Bailey still left some dark.
Nah, Bailey ain't getting a match. I don't think Bailey's getting a match. They've already got 6. They've already got 2 women's matches on the card. I think that's probably where they cap it.
Stress.
But Bailey doesn't necessarily need a match. I mean, Becky Lynch didn't have a match at Backlash, so
true.
you know, they can just alternate it like that
Yeah.
somewhat. But yeah, the card for King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring is probably 2/3 already done. So yeah, we might see a Cody match and a Damian Priest match, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, I feel like Triple H is following that Netflix rule where, I don't know if you've clocked, but a lot of series and episodes on Netflix. So if you watch a series now, episode is max 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Back in the day, you watch a series of CSI, or watch a series of like Top Boy or The Wire, and it's be like 1 hour per episode. And stuff after a while, we ain't got that. What do you call it? We ain't got the attention span anymore. It's gone.
Yeah. I think now. I mean, if Netflix are giving you, the directors and the producers, the data that says that people are only watching 40 minutes of this 1 hour show, you know, save your money, cut back, etc., etc. Then why wouldn't you take heed and do it? But yeah, I wanted to ask you just on this. Yeah, obviously we've just seen Backlash. To be fair, in fact, this might not be correct, but I was just saying, obviously we haven't seen Logan Paul with the US title since WrestleMania.
We haven't.
Wasn't at Backlash. I was just,
he came on Raw, done the punch thing in the face. JD McDonough.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of setting up a program, his next competitor, we don't know. He is on the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring poster, so he probably will get a match on that card. And the demographic of them people out in Saudi that come to the shows are very young, so I'm sure they'll want to see Logan Paul out there. But yeah, I guess that's another match. So maybe we only get a Cody or a Damian Priest, so that we can have a US title match on that card as well.
I definitely I think probably Damian Priest probably set up for this one, because they haven't really come up with someone yet in the last, I don't know. I think they're probably building to Finn versus Damian Priest. So that's probably going to happen at SummerSlam or something. But they haven't actually built someone up for that. But I feel like Logan Paul is definitely going to be on there, because obviously we know Logan Paul's a draw in Saudi, isn't it? So
I'm just thinking, when we miss out, it's Scotland next.
Yeah, Scotland.
So after King of the Ring, it's Clash of the Castle, isn't it?
Castle, yeah.
Clash of next month.
That's next month. Clash of Castle next month, bro. And in July we got Bash of Berlin. It's not Bash of Berlin. What have we got in July?
No. July's Money in the Bank, Toronto.
Then August we got Bash of Berlin and
SummerSlam. Different ends of the month. I think SummerSlam's early August. And then at the end is Bash in Berlin.
Yeah.
So yeah, Abe, one of our members,
two birds kill one. What's it? One stone kill two birds. That's it. That's it there. I would pay for that match.
Cody versus Logan. That's a nice little spotlight match for Saudi.
Yeah,
I could get down with that. At the same time, at what point are we putting Cody into a story?
Yeah.
At what point are we going to start giving him, all right, face this person over like a 2-match, 3-match, feud sort of thing?
Yeah. I think let's see what happens on SmackDown. Is AJ Styles SmackDown still? Was he Raw? He's
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
SmackDown.
So let's see what happens on SmackDown. Maybe in SmackDown we'll probably see some sort of build up where he's like, AJ comes out and goes, I want to go again. But then again, he's in the King of the Ring, so we can't really say it, can he? So
yeah, we have to see. Yeah, you mentioned Damian Priest. I was just talking this piece about the Judgment Day. So obviously they tried to come out and help him at Backlash. He didn't want that help. He was quite forceful, hands-on with them after they tried to attack Jey Uso after the match was done. Apparently since then they buried the hatchet. They came out, opened Raw, and he was very, apologetic towards how he treated them, embarrassed himself, all of that. Finn Balor was going on about it. He was like, look, no worries. Like, it was me. I was out of line. I want you guys to stick around, sort of thing. like you said, we are probably building towards Finn Balor versus Damian Priest at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, let's look at a timeline, because obviously it seems like in Scotland, I think the chat has been Damian Priest versus
Drew.
Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre wins the title in Scotland.
But we're getting Drew CM Punk now in Scotland.
Are we? Just as like a match?
I think CM Punk said, "I'll meet you in Scotland. Then I'll meet you in Glasgow."
Well, I mean, he might be in the show. That's his hometown, isn't it? So
yeah,
they roll out CM Punk there. He'll get booed out the building.
Yeah, of course.
But that's a reaction, and WWE love reactions. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's ready for a match. If Drew will be ready for a match, depending on their injuries and stuff. But yeah, we can see. But I think you save that match at this point to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
You can't, like, Clash of the Castle is going to be a big show.
Yeah.
But this one needs to sit under the bright lights of a name brand like SummerSlam, I reckon. But what's your thoughts on Damian Priest and the Judgment Day?
Look, I obviously feel like do you know who I feel sorry for in this whole thing? Rhea Ripley. When she comes back, she's gonna be so confused, because I feel like the dynamics of the whole Judgment Day is like
in kayfabe. That is,
in kayfabe. Yeah, it's gone weird. Like Dominic is just doing his own thing. He's just going around doing stuff, coming back and forth, and like I just feel like he's not really there with the team yet. When Mami was there or Rhea Ripley was there, that was his paddy. That was his, you know what I mean? That was his guy and that. But now that she's gone, it's like he's just left just to, like, find out stuff for himself. Even when they gave the hug, even when it was JD McDonough and Finn Balor gave the hug, he just came on at the end and just tried to hug them, and after then Prince like, no, enough of that. It's like I just feel like he's kind of like been not pushed aside, but it's like he's starting getting pushed out a bit, and after he's probably doing his own thing. Finn Balor and Damian Priest are beefing on the sly, and I can feel the tension from a mile away. I can feel it, bro. And I'm waiting for the time when.
Go on.
I want to see Finn Balor do this, bro. Do you know when he does the hand thing like this? I want to see him do that. I want to see him do that to him, bro. And I think we'll probably get that soon. We'll probably see like a split up in Judgment Day pretty soon. Maybe as soon as Rhea Ripley comes back. So yeah,
I think we're getting the split before she comes back.
And she comes back to a burning house.
Comes back to no house, mate.
Fake.
But, yeah, she'll come back like that with that Will Smith.
Looking around.
He's just in the living room and nothing there. I think this is going to be basically done. The remnants is going to be about maybe her story will be like to try to patch them up. But yeah, they're being torn apart from within because their own egos. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, we've seen them argue and fight. This time last year, they were having this same kind of fight when Finn Balor was going after Seth Rollins' title and Damian Priest wanted to cash in. And it's just like, should we do this? Oh, let's go with this plan. And they couldn't get on the same terms. So yeah, they've been having this internal struggle for a minute. Ola says here, and after you missed the Easter eggs.
I didn't miss it. I saw it. Dominic's bandana mysteriously appeared in Liv Morgan's pocket.
Yeah.
And we saw that after Raw. I can definitely see that something's happened between them both. There was a segment on Raw. I think who was speaking? Someone was speaking after them both. Both of them left a locker room together. I'm guessing something.
That was last week, innit?
Yeah. Something's definitely happening between them both, and that's probably going to ruin. That's what I'm saying. Rhea Ripley's come back to a burning house. I feel sad for her.
Mate, Rhea Ripley's going to be an absolute star when she comes back. Rhea Ripley's coming back like Triple H did in 02, bro.
Bro, I need, trust me.
She's even come back with black denim jacket.
Trust me. Ricky Raw. A new hairstyle, everything, bro. I want to tattoo her face from or something, bro.
Fam.
Like, yeah, she's going to come back looking crazy, bro. Like,
she's going to be amazing when she comes back. But yeah, they need to do all this other stuff in the meantime. Judgment Day need direction. I want to see Finn Balor become world champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might not happen soon, but like I think something might be there. He's looking like he's re-signing with WWE.
Of course.
Another person that I want to see re-sign is Kevin Owens.
Is it
Kevin Owens' contract? His contract ends in January. He came out and said the other day.
That quick? I saw it was 5 years ago. Like when?
Exactly 5 years ago. Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember people saying he's going to go AW. He's going to go AW. He's going to go AW.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah. He signed a little extension that's added him another 2 to 3 years. About 2-3 years ago. So yeah, this is where we are now. But yeah, he said in the Metro the other day that he's got 9 months left. He doesn't sound like he wants to leave. He sounds like he wants to still be here and be present. And he talked about in the interview how much he loves WWE and who he works for and relationships he's made. So it doesn't sound like he wants to leave. But right now, he's got 9 months left in his contract. So that's another person I want to see sign and become champion. Because these men just didn't have the title run under Vince, under previous regime.
Finn Balor's Universal Championship run was shaped by injury.
Literally. So I would love to get that, but
I would say, I would want to see, like I said before, I would want to see Finn beat Damian for the title and just go on a whole hill mad run. Same as NXT, that NXT run where the Pele kick, that one, the Pele kick, that one. But obviously we see we've already got our eyes on Drew winning the title at Clash of the Castle, unless Drew beats Cody at Clash of the Castle for the title. I don't know how we're gonna get there. Oh, different brands. See, I'm so used to
beating Cody. He ain't beating Cody yet. Not yet. I think once Cody's got to SummerSlam with that belt, then we can start thinking, all right, who's he gonna drop this to? Because I don't see him holding it super long. Like even now, some people are already saying, not me, not one of them, but some people are already saying that the gloss is wearing off. Like, he's still over and all of that stuff, but the fun was in the chase, wasn't it? But like it is for many baby faces, it's not a Cody thing. I think it's just, it's always fun watching a heel dominate and then a baby face eventually overcomes.
The thing is, I feel like us wrestling fans were very, I'm part to blame. This is me as well. But very we want fireworks as soon as they win it. For example, I remember me saying the same thing. When Roman won the title, I think when he beat The Fiend and won the title during the pandemic, I was like, bro, this is nothing, man. This is dead, man. Then it went a whole different route. So I feel like I want to have the patience, but then again, I know what Cody's capable of. I know what he can give us. And I just feel like they're just going too slow. And I feel like when it does happen, I'll be quiet and I'll enjoy the film. But for now, it's just we're in the beginning stages and it's going way too slow. But
it's one of them ones where the first month or so is slow because of this whole brand split stuff. So it's like you don't want to commit to someone being there that they're not going to get any payoff because they're going to move brands. So now the brand split is done. We need to get into the meat and potatoes of his run. Like AJ Styles is still there. AJ Styles and himself can run it back. Randy Orton, that's the one, and maybe they're saving that for like a SummerSlam program or something like that. But we know Randy Orton may not be, if some people will say he was ever that guy in the ring, but like Randy Orton and him have so much story that they can tell.
Oh, so much.
That's why it's just absolutely imperative that they get to have that match. And then there's just some other people on that roster that you can look at. I mean, LA Knight is on the same roster as him. And Cody's spoken about doing something with LA Knight. Who else have you got here?
Ideally, I feel like Cody performs better when it's Hill versus Hill.
He does what? He does his best work.
Yeah. But he's like, going against the Hill, and that, I don't know. Maybe we've only seen from one in it, but
Well, that's what I would like to see. I would like to see a Cody Rhodes that is champion and turns to a heel. I don't think we've got many title reigns, especially in recent memory, where someone's gone in as maybe a heel and turned to a babyface during their title reign, or vice versa. And you know, who was it that spoke about it the other day? Someone, I can't remember who it was. If anyone remembers the chat, but Undertaker said that this guy is a heel, bro. He gives a heel energy, like and yeah, like I think you know what, they've invested so much as a babyface. It's like Bianca Belair, it's like John Cena. They're not gonna do it, but I think it would be great if they did.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Let's see what this thing. Do you know? As soon as I see Cody dyes hair black, as soon as I see the black roots coming out, that's when I'll be like, we'll get to something. Yeah, not in time. But I was gonna say, if Cody does have this rivalry with Randy Orton, then Randy Orton should therefore go back to his heel, the heel Randy Orton, like bad boy, create like high was legacy, just to reflect how, like literally come on the thing where it's like, I used to rule you, now you're coming here, blah blah, all that sort of stuff. So I think
you would have to.
Yeah, I saw this as well, by the way. Brody said that they apparently ain't got any plans for Cody until Rock and Roman return. The thing is, WWE are full of surprises. I feel like they're trying to do this just to like deter our like, do you know what I mean? Just to try and keep our heads away from what they're gonna do in it, because we already know what it's straight and narrow for them. But they're always trying to like.
That's pathetic if they have no plans until Rock and Roman return. And then you ask them, when are Rock and Roman returning? And they say there's no plans for Rock and Roman to return. So I'm not buying that personally.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. What else did I see this week?
Walking around carrying a belt isn't enough, Cody, bruv. Nah. Like, you have to now be doing stuff, elevating people up and down the card.
Wait, what did you think of Backlash, by the way?
I thought it was a good little show, man. Under 3 hours, some decent matches on it. For me, like I say, stand out. That street fight that opened the show was really good. It was really fun. And if anyone has been living under a rock, Tangaloa debuted, came out from under the ring, scattered everything, scattered people, and Bloodline have now got a new member. They got the win. The women's tag match for me was very enjoyable.
That was fun. That was very fun. Very fun.
Yeah, a lot of people since then are coming out saying botch this, botch that, and all of this.
Can they wrestle? Can these guys wrestle? Do they know the? Okay,
you know what it is? I think I don't even think there was a botch by the wrestlers. I think it was the referee that
botched it when he told
made a mistake.
He told what's it? Kyrie saying, "Oh, you're not the legal person," but then she went to submission. It's like, why she still in the ring then?
Yeah. I don't think the error even lies with the wrestlers. It was good to see that Jade has in fact kicked on. She's learning more. She's executing more.
That springboard dive, that came out of nowhere,
bro. I think I said it on the stream. I was ready because I've been giving it time. I was ready, and I knew, based on this was a 3-hour show, 5 matches, that this match was going to go for a distance, longer than previous Jade matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if I was not impressed after Saturday, I was ready to sit on that couch on Wednesday and tell you people, I'm not buying this Jade stuff. I was ready. I was ready to pull the trigger.
Barbecue club.
Bruv, I was ready because, ultimately, it's not. It can't be every day 3 moves.
Yeah.
We saw more than that. We saw the 3 moves. We saw ability to sell. We saw new moves. We saw sequences. Like, it looked very good. And the tag team stuff, as you know, a lot of people come through tag team wrestling. So the tag team stuff really, really, I think it's going to help her.
Yeah.
With Bianca Belair, it's going to help her a lot. So,
one thing I say about Jade is that what I've realized while watching the match, she knows where the hard cam is, and that's great. That's rule number 1. She knows where the hard cam is. She's literally performing in front of the hard cam. Obviously, you perform on the audience, right? The audience said like the main people need to perform for, but people at home need to see what is going on. Even a simple thing that she does that, or she's just doing something to the ring, it just looks great in front of the ring. And not say that she's surprising, but this is like, I know what this girl is capable of. I know what this woman's capable of, and she really proved that at the front. So yeah, and the French loved her, man. Honestly, French loved her,
again,
man.
she's another example now of like, I think it's one of them ones like we're saying Jey Uso, he can do XYZ in the ring, but it's like it doesn't feel meaningful. Whereas Jade, even the little that she's doing, it feels more meaningful.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I just chatting or
no? It does. Do you know why? Do you know why? It's because we are looking. We know what. Okay, we've seen Jay do it for countless years. Jay, but Jade is coming as someone that we look at as she's still in training. She's still got the learner's plate on her back, and her coming in and doing this sort of stuff on the big stage. You know how WWE is another level in terms of like spectacle, in terms of crowd and whatever not. Like, you know, we're looking at her and be like, okay, cool. Can she do it? Can she do it? Please, Jay, don't mess up, please, man. We're rooting for you, man. Please. And she just does it. She does it. You know what I mean? It's like watching your, I don't know, what can I say? It's like
so enough, his internet gone. It looks like it.
I don't know what's going on. Can you get my back?
Yeah, you're back. I
don't know what's going on.
Okay, you're about to give a synonym of what it looks like.
I said it's like your brother or your sister literally playing football and you're just rooting them on. Please don't mess up. Go and bang a goal, and they eventually bang a goal and it's like, yes. The scout's seen that. The scout's gonna now get your number after the game. You guys gonna go Charles. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of level, isn't it? So, and you don't want her to mess up as well, man. Just looking at her. When I was watching it on Saturday, I was like, please, Jay, don't let your enemies have joy. Don't let your enemies have joy. Don't let your enemies have joy. You see it. So. And also another thing as well. Go on. I was gonna say another thing as well. We should literally gone over our heads is that, bro, Bianca Belair is a Grand Slam.
Yeah. I said this on stream.
We said it on the stream, yeah. Grand Slam, that's big, man.
Yeah, she's won everything available to her on the main roster. Apart from if you want to count Money in the Bank or something like that, Queen of the Ring, but won a Royal Rumble, Raw, SmackDown Women's titles, now the tag team title. So yeah, she's doing very, very well for herself. But yeah, I wanted to shout out Asuka and Kairi. Yes. They sold their asses off for Jade. They were bumping left, right, and center. That definitely helps as well when you're seeing two formidable competitors, two champions in Asuka and Kairi, Kabuki Warriors doing their thing to get Jade over as well. So
that really helps.
Yeah, and then unfortunately Asuka's injured right now.
Yeah.
So, and that's real. It's not
fake injury,
story or something. Yeah. So yeah, man. Backlash was good. The main event, Cody and AJ Styles.
That match was cold. I can't lie. That match was stellar.
Bear man are saying, "Oh, AJ still got it." Who said AJ lost it?
He never lost it, bro.
I think it's just because of where he fell down on the card. Like, he wasn't like a main eventer anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's one of them ones where, at the same time, as good as that main event between Cody and AJ Styles was, that may be AJ Styles' last main event.
Oh,
it could be his last WWE pay-per-view main event. Like, especially if they don't run it back, especially in Saudi Arabia, then yeah.
I still feel like AJ is definitely going to win the World Heavyweight Championship one day. I feel like he was second to win that against Seth. So he probably get his chance there just to win it. Just one run, not like a long period of time. Yeah, I finally done it, then move on. And I think that might be his last main event. But the way WWE even treat that title, he might even be second in that the pecking order of the card, isn't it? So yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he completely falls down now. Obviously, they got him in the King of the Ring. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands, how far he gets in that tournament.
If he loses the tournament,
Mhm.
run back AJ versus Cody again at Saudi.
Okay, but what would be? I mean, I guess he doesn't
As a
need
part 2 thing. As a
any
part 2
grounds
thing.
per se.
Yeah. I don't look, like we
Yeah.
said, we don't know who's going to wrestle, innit?
We got Mark, one of our members.
Mm.
He says, run it back in Saudi with a stipulation.
Still cage.
Why would they need a cage?
Huh?
Ball rope is cool.
Ball rope or something. I don't know. Ladder match, maybe.
Something. Yeah, they could. But I mean, right now the feud's not there. It's not like piping hot that they need, to have a stipulation. Mark agrees with steel cage. But yeah, I mean, it's like, who are they trying to keep out? Who's getting involved?
Who's getting involved? Yeah, there's no, yeah.
Or who's running from the other person? No one's running. No one's trying to get involved. So it's just like, why a cage sort of thing? Yeah. They haven't reached the point of wanting to absolutely decimate each other, in my opinion. So, yeah, there's that. But then, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the main event itself, I just felt it was super refreshing to be watching a WWE show, and we're getting man working like in the main event, like no shenanigans, no. And again, I loved Roman's reign from start to end, but we got very used to we're gonna get X amount of wrestling and ref bump, and then shenanigans. And who from the bloodline is gonna come in? Who's gonna off their hoodie? Who's gonna do this? Like, literally, it's what we became used to. So I think now we're just getting, straight up matches for the best part. Now we're going to get straight up matches. If you can't go in this arena, then that's it, you're out of here, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles was a good first competitor for Cody. If they run it back, it'll be good to see. But yeah, just being able to work for 20 minutes and get a definitive winner, I think is special as well. So yeah, big up them, man.
I don't know how AJ Styles fully stood there for the whole match whilst the fans were literally chanting "Phenomenal." The whole thing, but he tweeted it though. He tweeted, "Oh, thank you very much to the French fans." I'm sure like real AJ Styles probably like, yes, yes. But the fans are red hot. I don't know if you watched the opening of Raw. They done like the highlights, and the whole preview was full of fans shouting like a football match.
Yeah.
That is excellent, man. And that's what WWE need. They need to go around these cities and take in different. It's like when you watch, for example, you can watch French football, you can watch Dutch football, you can watch English football, you can watch even American football, and the crowd noise is different in every single stadium. And it's very nice to get that sort of feel. Even Scottish, wherever you go in the world, they've got a like, different sort of sound. So it's nice that WWE can go around and basically collect that sound and see how people respond to them. The French people, they won't even be quiet at any point.
I was watching the conference, the press conference after we came off the stream, and Triple H was like, he often gets asked by foreign fans and stuff, how can we get the WWE into our country and all of this kind of stuff. And he said, behave like France. Behave like France. Give us France energy when we come around. And yeah, that's the kind of thing that shows us that, you want to be heard. You want this show sort of thing. So yeah, like France, it looks like now the bar's been set. So
yeah.
We'll see what's next. Saudi Arabia in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, we know how Saudi are, man. Do you know, I've realized we haven't discussed this, on this podcast. WrestleMania London. How do you feel about that? I don't want it.
I don't want it. Like, ultimately, the time of year WrestleMania falls is why they've ultimately ran away from doing it in Minnesota. Cold, rainy, etc., could effectively affect the show being put on. So if that's really the reason you don't want to do it in these places, why do you want to come to London? Now, of course, coming to London means the payment will probably be more, the spending power of fans will probably be more. for WWE merch and stuff like that. And of course, there's a big, wrestling fan base in England anyway. But yeah, I just don't know how, if they come. I mean, I would want them to, because it makes, our life easier and all of that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm just thinking, yeah, it will be an arm and a leg for a ticket. And then that prices out a lot of fans. Fans can't go abroad, some fans, because they can't afford to go abroad.
Yeah.
So why now, when it's on their doorstep, should they have to pay even more than what it would cost if they went abroad? Do you see what I mean?
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Even thinking about, like, obviously we've been to 2 WrestleMania weekends. I can't see myself doing WrestleMania weekend what I'm doing out there in the States here. For example, going to a GCW show, going to eat, going to explore places, walking around. Nothing beats that moment when you land in the States and you're just saying, Mex, what are we doing tonight? You get what I mean, brother? Now hear me out, Mex. When we land, for example, we've been LA and we've been Philadelphia. As soon as we land, we get in an Uber, we're going home, and we're like, what are we doing tonight? Even Wale Mania in London won't even bang because people are fucking stosh. No one dances out here. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm against it. Let's not have it here. Maybe a SummerSlam, maybe a Elimination Chamber, but a whole WrestleMania, God forbid. That one I'm not going to let happen for him. So he can't take your promises away. I don't want it. I don't like it.
That's what I would be in favor of as well. At least, give us a SummerSlam. Give us a Clash at the Castle, London.
Yeah. London Bridge.
Yeah. Clash at Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace, bro.
Give us something like that.
Armageddon even. Bring that here. Bring that back.
Yeah,
Insurrection.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try shit.
No, it's true. Like, don't want to sound ungrateful if they dropped WrestleMania on my doorstep, but I'll take it. But like, yeah, I don't know if it's the same.
Nah, Mex, bro.
Yeah,
I like imagine that me saying, Mex, it's like what? Because deep it, yeah, we've got kids in it. So if we're now doing WrestleMania in London, we can't really live life like. Do you get what I mean? Because when I go to WrestleMania, I want to just focus on. For example, even how are we gonna vlog?
But that's the thing. If we did WrestleMania in London, I'm not like doing what I need to do and then going home every day.
We're gonna have to live in London.
I will still, I'll still get I'll have to get an apartment.
Airbnb. The whole thing,
yeah. I'm going to have to live it like I went elsewhere. Otherwise, for me at this point, the experience isn't the same.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, and then all of a sudden I'll just be, turning up to be doing media, and then turning up for the wrestling show and then done, going home. Would we bother going to the other indies in and around that are gonna be, coming to town as well? Like, so it sounds very weird for us to kind of sound ungrateful.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I just know it won't be the same sort of thing. I don't need a WrestleMania. I want other shows. I want other pay-per-views. But look at Money in the Bank came here. Was it last year?
Last year, yeah.
So many people didn't get tickets.
Yeah.
So many people. So we need to kind of pattern rectify those kind of situations first.
Before,
As much as I don't want to mention them, but Money in the Bank could have easily been in like Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah.
An Arsenal Stadium.
Easily.
You chose to do it in 2002. It annihilates a lot of fans from coming. So, we need to get those things right before we start trying to work towards
what burns me the most. I remember when I was like All In and we're sitting down in our seats, and I was looking around and I was like, WWE could have easily done this for Money in the Bank easily.
They didn't want to pay the money though for Wembley. Apparently, AEW Tony Khan paid Wembley 400 bags.
Bro,
for that, so
crazy. But yeah, if we were to come here, I'm not for it, man. Got a few comments. All I said, Wale Mania and Shoreditch. Would you be for that? What in
corner house? What's it called?
Corner shop.
Yeah.
Or even what else can they do? They could do what's it? in Loading Bar, bro. Loading Bar, bro. Even not. Oh, let me not be rude. Let's move on. Because look, nothing doesn't make sense as well. We know how Wally Mania is. Wally Mania is a thing where wrestlers will literally fly down for that. Do you get what I mean? Because America is easy to go around to. So can you imagine that being happening here? It's not going to work out,
Bruv. I mean, ultimately, to answer your question from the jump, they're chatting. These big 4 pay-per-views are not going to leave the US. They're chatting. Everything else is up for grabs. We can see that. We have seen that. You know, they've done Clash at the Castle now at this point. Wales, Scotland this year. So for sure, the next Clash at the Castle is going to be on English soil
next year.
You know, like somewhere in England, even if it's up north in England. Fair enough. Clash at the Castle in Old Trafford, apart from Old Trafford is like falling apart, but like, bro, it's something in it. Like, but
give
right
me
now,
Castle Olympic Stadium, bro. West Ham, bro.
Yeah, it's a shout.
In West Ham, bro. I'll travel to Stratford in an instant, bro.
It's a shout, but yeah, I think they're chatting. WrestleMania over here, it's not gonna happen. They wouldn't even give us SummerSlam. They came and gave us Clash at the Castle in Wales.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
myth, bro. But yeah, I think that's it for the week, bro. We got NXT today. I think catch up on NXT last week, but probably catch up to it tonight and see what happens, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's some good stuff there. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out and subscribe if you are new to Rest Things. We go live on the E every Tuesday evening, 9:30, so you can tune in and talk some WWE with us every week. And yeah, some loads of content out on the channel right now. And of course, your regular Friday Rest Things podcast will be out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Any last bits, Anafi?
No, just like, subscribe, and comment. Please check out all the other videos as well. Like Mex said, we dropped tons of videos. Become a member as well. There's a lot of exclusive content coming out on the channel. And yeah, man, it's lit. It's lit. Rest Things, the E, every Tuesdays. Also check out Indie Takers and check out Commissioner's Corner as well. Indie Takers on Thursdays, Indie Takers on Commissioner's Corner on Mondays. So check that out.
Cool. Peace out, people. Speak to you another time.